I feel like the only people who are probably gonna watch this is most likely the fellows that are on here on YouTube and maybe on the Discord server. Other than that, though, my social networks are pretty much dead, so I can't. I don't know what the is going on there, bro. Okay, fellas, we have to talk about this. I've been gone for 4 months. I think the only time I uploaded, or like, I guess a sign of me being active, is literally a video and a short on YouTube. But other than that, though, my presence, my attendance is quite questionable, I dare say. And the reason why I say that is because it's just life, man. I hate to be the person that be making excuses, but all in all, I think it's fair that y'all deserve an explanation. So what I've been up to the past, 4 months as of currently, which by the way, we're 1/4 in the year in. That is actually bonkers. If you think about it, we're like literally like 25% in of like 2025 as of currently, which is, I don't know, it's a complete mind fuck, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, what I've been up to, literally, the first month, I was completely sick. And then the second month, I was sick again, which is absolute blasphemy, I dare say. The reason why I say that is because, I couldn't do anything at all. Like, I hardly get sick at all, right? But that time around was like the worst I've ever felt. And it's pretty silly of me to think it that way, because like I think the moment when I felt better, like around like late January or something, right? Dude, I only felt better for like only about a week. Next week I was like sick again, which is actually insane. And then like the third month, March, I've been, this is unexpected, but I recently got into like interior design and feng shui, which we'll go into that a little bit later. But overall, I feel quite devastated. The fact that, I couldn't follow through with the deadlines I set for myself. Because, I planned out the roadmap of things I want to, crank out for this year, right? Like, I did all of this like around, December of last year. And the fact that I was sick for 2 months back to back with only 1 week of recovery, right? Like, I feel so devastated, so guilty too, because I think before I've been gone for quite a long time already. And the fact that this like adds on top of it, I feel very accountable. Like, guys, I kind of thought this for a second, right? The fact that I guess y'all can consider me taking a break from like social media and such, right? Like, imagine if I came back all of a sudden, like full time, just cranking out bangers back to back, right? And all of a sudden, y'all want to take a break from me. And, the fact that I done it, right? Y'all be like, oh, bro took a break on us. I think it's fine that I will take a break from Sophia and shit. And, I think that is actually kind of crazy to think about. A little bit too extreme. But what I'm trying to say is that, Sammy, Mocha, thank you for the invitations, for, checking up on me every single time. I'm just naming a few people, but, the close spells that be DMing me and be checking up on me and just wanting to hang. I really appreciate you a lot, for real, for real. And especially the IRL crew. Thank you for, even though we live in different worlds, like the fact that y'all try to include me in y'all's lives, it really means a lot to me. For real, for real. The main topic of this video is that I really want to talk about like the current state of my mind right now. And to put it in one word, right? I feel very limitless right now. I think this might be too much information, but earlier this year, I quit my part-time job. And that's because I feel like there's not much of a need for me to remain there any longer. Because I think one is the fact that, you know, I feel like I'm living in a cycle. Like I think in my opinion, I've mastered my job to the point where, you know, I can just shut off my mind and just, you know, make the paper, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But to me, right, like I always enjoy a challenge. I like to challenge myself every single time. And I guess for the most part, right, most shifts, they feel like they're pretty simple, right? Time to time, there would be challenge for sure when it comes to like customer service. If you guys know, y'all know. But other than that though, I feel like I mastered that job. And since it was like around the end of the year, right, I was like, hey yo man, you know, I think it's time that I embark my own path and, you know, change up my way of living. You feel like empty the cup and pour in something new. But really at the same time, I feel very scattered. I mean, I don't know if y'all can tell just by the way I'm speaking. Just imagine that, but you know, my room, which by the way, this is the reason why I looked into interior design. It's because my room right now, like when I say it's cluttered, it's like, it's a hot mess, literally, like dead ass. I think the place I'm currently residing, it's not something I can bring someone over, you know? It's pretty bad, that's all I can say. And I feel like to improve my circumstance, right? I think it's really important for me to like, you know, sell my bed and just create a room that is like an extension of myself, you feel? So that's what I've been up to, for real, like the entirety of March. That as I'm recording, like literally second to the last day. I hate to make excuses, but I'll be honest, the past 2 days, low key, out of nowhere, I decided to read Bleach again. Within the 2 days, I covered like at least like 400 chapters. Like it was that bad. Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really great when it comes to articulating words, but this is what I wrote down. I feel like I can do anything as long I am committed to continue improving and have fun along the way. As of currently, I feel very alone, yet very free at the same time. I would be lying to y'all and to myself if I were to say life is great right now, but it's the matters of being able to take action and make change of the current circumstances that you're in. Throughout my life, I always feel misunderstood. The way I be thinking, enjoy, and view the world, I have been ridiculed. It was something at the time I felt very wrong about myself. But you know, for the most part, I still kept being myself. Abandoning your uniqueness is the same as dying. Creativity was always my best friend, even if, you know, my friends or like family look at me very differently, to the point, you know, I can relate. Like my imagination always pulled through for me during my darkest times. Like I had a teacher that told me to always find time to create. It took time, slowly but surely. I made a few friends along the way, and people who enjoy the vision of how I see the world. Like a lot of people, shared kind words, and they encouraged me to always find time to like continue to create, cool shit and share with them, And those words I carry with me very deeply, for real. It really pushes me to continue what I do. And like literally, like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I can do it. Like it's thanks to my imagination that I'm very in a unique position right now where as of currently, being rock bottom, I'm able to create and forge some sort of like little future for myself. I'm a firm believer that imagination takes us to the future. When people find myself very cool, like I can feel the genuine excitement that they have when I share it to the world, And that right there is a sign where I'm doing something right and that I should like continue to push forward and continue to fight like I always have, But I think with that being said though, it is a little bit, it lacks a little bit of structure, but I tried and I hopefully want to like, get better at articulating my words and be able to like, do this in one shot or one go, you feel? But yeah, that being said, take care of yourselves and please have yourself a damn good one. I plan on recording, a post-meditation experience, right? So please be on the lookout. I'm going to be gone for 10 days. Let's see how things will go. All right, peace out. I will say though, for the past 4 months, I have been doing something, and for the most part, it's just been learning a bunch of stuff. I don't really share, like, I keep it low key for the most part, right? But trust me, I've been keeping myself busy just learning a bunch of, stuff that I find very interesting, very passionate about. And I can't wait to share it with y'all, Like, even though that it's like slow motion right now, bro, like I'm a firm believer that slow motion is better than no motion, And within time, y'all about to witness some cool ass bangers, not for real. But with that being said, I am the original Sir Freya. Until then, I'll see y'all on the other side, for real. Peace.